Now, this does not make no sense. This is the next gen update for Assetto Corsa Competizione for the Xbox Series X, S, and the PlayStation and PC. Now, I have a Thrustmaster, and I use that on my PlayStation 5. Assetto Corsa. You can check those videos. I put one out today. But this does not make no sense whatsoever. This I have, and if you watch my videos and seen the content I put out, I play Forza, I play racing games, I put out videos, and I use a HORI force feedbacks DLX wheel. I don't use a Thrustmaster, I don't use a Logitech. I'm starting, or a Fanatec. I'm starting my own lane. Everybody use those wheels. I don't want to be in that field, so I started my own lane. Got a HORI wheel. It's a nice looking wheel. It's a very good wheel. I suggest people don't follow the pack. Try to be your own individual. But the HORI wheel is very good. It's a gear driven wheel, and it's a very good wheel. That's all I can say. It's a very solid, good wheel. Love it. But this is Assetto Corsa, and this is the next gen update. As you can see, I have it set to steering wheel, and I am turning my HORI force feedback wheel, and it registers the wheel. You see it, I'm turning left, I'm turning right, the force feedback and everything is there. Let's step on the gas. You see the gas works. The brake, I gotta put some WD-40 on my brake because it's squeaking. It's loud. And the clutch. Everything registers. Everything works. And I know it works because I just finished playing Forza Horizon 5, so I know it works. But you would think, after testing all these features right here in the main options menu, that I'm good to go. But let's go to single player. Let's go to practice. Let's start a session. Fast loading times, by the way. This is great. The game looks great on both systems. I played it for the PlayStation and the Xbox Series X. The PlayStation 5, they look basically the same. I think it's in 4K on both systems. It looks great. And there go my Thrustmaster wheel right there for the PlayStation. So I'm playing it on, I have it on both. I like racing games, so I have it on both. But you would think when I come to the Xbox version, like I said, you see that my wheel worked in the main menu. But let's look. I am pressing on the gas. I am turning the wheel. I am turning the wheel. Stepping on the gas. Stepping on the brake. You hear my brake? I'm stepping on the clutch. Now let's go into the options. Let's go to controls. It's on controller. I don't know why. Let's go to steering wheel. Now I'm stepping on the gas. It doesn't register. Stepping on the brake. Doesn't register. Stepping on the clutch. Doesn't register. And you see I have a profile made for my wheel HORI because I was having trouble with it. I was like, why is it not working? Why is it not working? So when I went into the main options window in the main screen, and I seen that the wheel was turning, I was like, oh snap, it's working now. So I saved the profile real quick, thinking that okay, whatever I did, I activated the wheel, it's not working. So I go into the game, it's not working. I'm like, yo, what happened from the time I saved it in the main option, started up a game, and come right here? It's not working. So I was like, wait a second. Am I doing something? Did I disconnect something? No. So I said, let me go back. And again, this makes no sense. And before this update, I was able to use this wheel on the previous version of the game, not the next gen, but the Xbox Series X, I mean One X version, whatever, last gen version. I was able to use this wheel perfectly fine. Was doing laps on the was doing laps on the Italy course. I hate that first turn, by the way. But when you go back to the controls, when you go back to steering wheel, it registers the wheel. This makes no sense. And I put out 3 tweets on Twitter to Assetto, Corsa, and HORI about this. Now I'm just going to put out a video bashing their next gen update. How these companies don't work together to make sure that their products are in line with each other. This is bad business. This is bad business. The HORI wheel worked with the last gen version of Assetto Corsa, no problem. You would think that HORI would be smart enough to okay, let's work with Assetto Corsa. They're putting out a next gen patch. Let's make sure our wheel is going to work with that patch when it comes out today. They took care of Thrustmaster because Thrustmaster works on PlayStation. They took care of Fanatec. Fanatec is all sponsored out in this whole game. It's on cars and everything. They took care of Logitech. But when it comes to HORI, what happened with HORI? This is bad business. This is bad business on both sides. You spend money on these products, and this is what you get as a consumer. And then they want you to trust and spend more money with them and do more business with them. This is what you pay for as a consumer. Companies not working and being on the same accord and same page to make sure that everything works together. No, now I can't use this wheel until they fix this patch or they send out a patch. How long will I have to wait for that? This is bad business. Unacceptable. Took care of Fanatec. Took care of Logitech. Took care of Thrustmaster. But when it comes to HORI, oh yeah, it works in the thing. But when you come to this, it doesn't work. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable.